Hey, what's going on? My name is Salvatore and I'm bringing you guys another chord card tutorial. Now this one specifically is going to be for people who had just ordered their first guitar and they want to know how to play open chords. And that's why the card chords were made in the first place, was to help new guitar players develop the muscle memory for the shapes that these open chords are going to have. And that's pretty much what guitar is all about. It's about shapes and it's about patterns. And if you can make those shapes and patterns a muscle memory, it becomes very easy to start playing. So I'm going to go over everything about the chord cards, how to read it. I know that might be something that's on the more confusing side if you've never seen something like that before, and how to actually insert it into the guitar, and then how it's going to help you in the end. So let's take the first card that I picked out. This is going to be an A minor chord. Now, one thing that you're going to notice about the A minor chord is you're going to have a bunch of different symbols and a bunch of different numbers on this card. So what do they mean? Let's start off with the numbers that are in these blue circles right here, okay? So those numbers are going to be what finger that chord wants you to use. Now, if you look at your hand, right? Of course, every human has 5 fingers, but your thumb actually doesn't count as a finger when we're talking about playing the guitar, and that's because your thumb is on the back of the guitar, right? It's not actually playing anything, but these 4 fingers are. So that's how we're going to look at it. We're going to look at it as finger 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, that's exactly what you're looking for on the card chord. So for this one, we're going to have our pointer finger up here, and that's going to be on the 2nd string. We're going to have our middle finger right here on the 4th string, and then we're going to have our 3rd finger on the 3rd string. Now we're going to see at the top here, we're going to have these X's and O's. Now, what do those mean? First of all, let's take a step back. We have 6 strings on the guitar. Okay, 6 strings. The 6th string is going to be the string closest to you, right? It's going to be the lowest string, and then the 1st string is going to be the highest string. Okay, some people get that confused, but that's how it goes. We also recognize the strings, the open strings, as E, A, D, G, B, and E. Here's string 6, string 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so that's another huge thing. But these symbols up here, the X's and the O's, what do they mean? So when you look at the X, that's going to tell you that you don't want to play that string when you're strumming with your right hand. So for this one, we're going to leave out the low E string or the 6th string. The O's mean open. So you can use the 5th string open and the 1st string open. Okay? So in this case, when we strum with our right hand, it would be from the 5th string down. Now let's talk about putting the card inside the fretboard. Now it's very important that you use your right hand to support the card while you're putting your fingers on the numbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the card into the fretboard like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the strings with the card. Now you can notice I did just that. And you can see that each number lines up perfectly with a string. Now from there, it's very simple. All you have to do is then place your finger where it tells you. So I'm going to place my pointer finger on the 1, my 2nd finger on the 2, and my ring finger on the 3. At that point, I can then remove my right hand and I can play my A minor open chord. Now you can leave the chord inside the guitar. That is totally okay, and it won't leave out any strings. Every string will ring out, okay? But once you get comfortable, memorizing this shape and creating a muscle memory around this shape, you can then grab the tab that's sticking out and you can just simply remove it. Keep your fingers down, and at that point we have a perfect A minor chord. So that's in a nutshell how the chord card is going to work, and it works like that for every single card. It's going to help you, like I said, memorize those shapes, memorize those patterns, and eventually you don't have to rely on the chord cards anymore, and you'll just be able to play the chord without thinking about it. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below, and we'll make sure to get to all of them. Have a good day.